14 hours though.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. We're here at TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. And Frank, how does this course set up for the golfers out here today?
Well, Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, they did a lot of changes a few years back to sort of open up some of the driving areas. Consequently, you see there's a little bit more of a reward for the longer hitters. Fairways aren't really as tight as what you'll see on some other golf courses. Long and straight certainly gives you a big advantage at TPC Boston.
This is host of the Deutsche Bank Championship. That's a tournament that is part of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, painful lip out. This is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop. And you can see and you know that they're problematic.
Play them on! Golf ball. Shot the Human Torch. Superhero. Test 4. Marvel.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Superb position right in the fairway and 200 yards to the flagstick.
Surely not.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Getting set now over the putt. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Now to the third hole. It's a par 3. What are we looking at, Frank?
Well, really, just keep your eyes away from that bunker on the right. That sort of snags many a golf ball.
can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
Just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. The bunker shots from the left side, if you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, and you have to play that pitch across the bunker, that's no fun.
About 25 feet from the cup. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Been fun so far. Let's see what's happening out at hole number 5. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of a tournament, Rich.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. I tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. The former college #1 makes another birdie. This is one of the most challenging holes on the golf course, Frank. 465-yard par 4 sixth.
Yeah, just hit your tee shot in between those two trees. You don't have to be too aggressive. You really do have to hit this ball in the fairway because that green is tucked very close to the water. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes, do a little reset. Things aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Very impressive and on the move right now. Frankie, just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, here at the 7th, there's a choice to be made.
Yeah, you can see the distinct reward for a good iron shot. If you get that ball on that right tier, then it's certainly a relatively flat birdie chance up ahead.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
It's no snack, though.
Hit it. He has this attempt for par. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Coming off the long par 5 7th, now a par 3, 213 yards. What's the 8th hole all about?
Another hole that picks with the same theme. Really want to fly this nice and high. That narrow part at the front of the green really is to be avoided unless the flag is there.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Frank, I don't know about you, but I love a good hot dog and a soda at the turn. Of course, it tastes a lot better after you've made par. How difficult is that proposition here at the 9th?
Well, if you stray with your tee shot here, you'll be making hamburgers, that's for sure.
Officials are calling that one around 310 yards. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker that's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
This one's looking good. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This from 7 feet. Has it. Now to 7 under for the tournament. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports on a gorgeous New England afternoon. It's fall, the leaves are changing, and maybe the fortunes will change as players get set for the 10th hole.
Yeah, good par 4, relatively straight. No fairway bunkers really in play. Got to be careful with the second shot, though. That water does come into play on the left side.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That would be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Wouldn't say he's ecstatic, but not unhappy either.
At 24 feet, there'll be a lot of players much further away than that on this hole.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 12th hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot. That hazard to the right of this green.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. TPC Boston, home to the Deutsche Bank Championship. Frank, this is one of only 4 FedEx Cup playoff events on the PGA Tour, so this is a prestigious championship.
And especially with that Monday finish, this is the one event that really does suit the long hitters. But when the points start to increase, it certainly becomes extremely important. Oh, this is right at it.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Standing over his birdie putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Back-to-back par 4s here at TPC Boston, set to tee off Frank at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Second shot, good look at the green. This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank at the 14th now, and anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Hide the flagstick from that man. This would give him an eagle on the card. Just sensational golf, and he finishes it off with an eagle. Settled over the ball here at the 15th, 421 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that's fine.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
We're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
What an outstanding shot that was.
Got the right result, too. It's just a tapping.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Here we are at the 16th now, looking at just over 160 yards.
You can sense the fear, can't you?
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Right in the heart. All right, you want to bring it home in style. You want to finish with a flourish. 412-yard, par 4 17th. What's the way to play it?
Just head it down the right side. You don't really want to mess with that sort of rock crop bunkers down the left side. All sorts of bad things happen if you finish there.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. From about 8 feet. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law. Really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston. This is one of the most exciting finishing holes in golf.
It was changed a couple of years ago, and it's such a better hole now. 2 little bunkers right in front of you, 270 yards. But if you want to like a litmus test, that one on the right, Bubba Watson can carry that.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Wow, that is a perfectly played hole. That's an eagle. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
CBT Naruto. Over and out.